Hi, this is Kerry with Abacus Bookkeeping, coming to you from a very wet climate, Florida this evening. Hope you've had a great weekend. Welcome to my first video post. I wanted to follow on from the blog post last week that was on setting up a filing system for all those receipts and invoices. I commented how many of you are probably using one of these. It's a shoebox. It's meant for shoes, not invoices and receipts. It's real easy just to throw them into a box, I know, and put it on the shelf and just deal with it when you need them. You're probably going to end up with more than one shoebox though throughout the year, and plus if you ever need to find a receipt for a particular item, you're going to have a really hard time finding it in here. So I wanted to suggest a better way for you to keep all your receipts and invoices. So get rid of the shoebox and buy yourself one of these. It is a plastic file box. You can find it very easily in your local office supply store in Walmart. $10 to $15, that's all they are. So go ahead and get yourself one of these. And while you are there, make sure you pick up some suspension files. You can get the plain green ones, or you can get the multicolored ones. I like the multicolored ones, it makes my filing system look more interesting. And they will come with all these labels as well. Now, if you have a label maker, you can go ahead and type up your categories that you want to use, or you can just go ahead and use the paper inserts that come with these plastic labels and insert those. So, next thing, what are you going to categorize your receipts and invoices under? This is actually the file box for one of my clients, Jennifer Bennett. She is the owner of Social Media Jen. You can get with her at socialmediajen.com, and we've set her invoices and receipts up to be filed in this particular way. Every business is different, so your invoices and receipts are not necessarily going to be set up in the same way as Jen's. This is just to give you an idea of the kind of categories you might want to use. So first of all, we have income. Obviously, every business is going to have this. This is where you're going to file your receipts and invoices for any payment that you have received for services that you have given. Remember all those email, PayPal receipts that come out. Don't forget to print those off, and any other receipts that you get on email. It's really important that you keep up to date with printing those so that you don't miss any of them. So all the income stuff is going to go in the first one. Then we've got books. This can cover books, research, anything like that, any kind of material that you buy to help improve your business. And then we have computer expenses. This could be for any software programs or hardware that you may purchase. We're going to put that in there. Next, education. Jen is a big believer in attending conferences to better herself, and so we wanted to keep track of what kind of expenditure she had on that throughout the year. So that's why we created a separate category for this. The next one we have is gifts. Many businesses now are wanting to bless their clients with a gift to say thank you, or for some special occasion, and you want to make sure you track these. This is an expense that can easily get out of control. You just think a little bit here, a little bit there. Before you know it, you could have spent hundreds of dollars and you didn't even realize it. So it's always good to set up that separate category just so you can and see what kind of expense you have there. Next, we have marketing. Marketing is a huge part of any business, and there's two different ways that you can set this up. Jen and I decided that we'd just set this up as one category and just put all her marketing expenses underneath this one. You may want to separate your marketing into different expenses. You may have your Facebook marketing, you may have your PR releases marketing. You may want to just see how much you're spending in each area. So like I said, it's totally up to you how you have this set up. You can have 3 categories, you can have 1, whichever works for you. Meals, etc., for any meals that she may take clients on or have meetings with. Miscellaneous, you're definitely going to want this one. You're always going to have those few receipts in the year that don't fall into any other category, and you don't want to keep making category after category as the year goes on when something comes up. So create yourself a miscellaneous one so that it will cover all those odd receipts. Office and postage, every business is going to have this for the most part, so those will be two that you'll probably want to use. Outsourcing. Jen is a big believer in outsourcing. Those items of work that she doesn't want to spend her time doing. So that's why she's hired me as her bookkeeper, and she hires other people to do maybe some graphic design stuff in her business. She wants to make sure she's spending the time focusing on growing her business and not doing other things that would take her away from that. So anything that she outsources we put in here because we want to make sure we keep track of those expenses too. Travel, any travel expenses that Jen may incur, we're going to keep track of those in here. VA, virtual assistant. This is another area where Jen hires somebody to help her in this area of her business. Again, she wants to focus on growing the business, not dealing with the admin things. So she hires a VA to take care of that for her. And And finally, website and internet expenses. You may want to put this in with your computer expenses, or you may want to keep it separate. Jen and I decided we wanted to keep this as a separate expense, just so we can kind of see how the expenditure is going between the different categories. So there you have it, a real simple filing system for you to set up. It's cheap and it's easy. Just need to spend a little bit of time deciding what categories you want, sitting down, sorting out all your receipts and putting them away in the box. You may want to empty your receipts after each month if you have a lot of receipts and invoices and keep them paper clipped together in an envelope, or you may want to just keep the whole year in that. Again, it's totally up to you. You're the one that's going to have to deal with it at the end of the year. So I hope that helps. It is a real simple and easy way to set up your filing system so you can keep track of everything and say goodbye to those shoe boxes. Thanks so much for watching.